happy weekend to everyone out there, and welcome to this weekend's live stream. Hope everyone is doing fabulously well. If you're stuck in a snowstorm, which I know quite a few people in North America are right now, sending you lots and lots of love, and hopefully this will be a good chance to, shelter at home and talk all things skincare. Here in the UK, it is very stormy, it is very warm, very cold, sorry, so I'm wrapped up, warm, and ready to talk all things skincare. So this is our fortnightly skincare live stream. For those of you that are new, welcome. We do these live streams every other Saturday, 6 p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. European time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, 11 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 a.m. West Coast time, and somewhere in the middle of the night if you're watching from Australia or New Zealand. And if you are, I will send you an extra big hello, because that's dedication. These live streams work by you guys asking questions, I'll answer them, and I go through those questions in the order which they come in. So drop a comment in the chat and I'll get round to it as soon as possible. As always, there is zero cost for these live streams. You can ask a question, there is no charge or anything. I know that's a common thing we now see a lot more of in live streams. Not here. You can ask whatever you would like in the comments and I will answer it in turn. Just want to say a big thank you to Tom, who as always is the moderator and chief on today's live stream. It wouldn't be possible to do these without Tom, so a big thank you to him. And yeah, I feel like let's just get into things. We'll do some hellos. This is our first live stream of the new year. We did one on New Year's Day, but I don't think that counts really. Let's just call this the first, weekend live stream of 2026. So it feels good to be back and chatting all things skincare. So I'm going to go through some hellos first, and I'll get through to the questions and ask away. So big shout out to Amy, to Lex, to Emmy, to Aileen, to Tina, to Lisa, to Labrexa, to Nancy, to Ripley. Great to see you guys. To Scott, to Sandra. Wonderful to have you guys. To Iraglobe, to Carolyn, to Angela. Wonderful to see you. Sending so much love to Stephanie and to Felicia, to Jack, to Austin, to Jill. Wonderful to have all you guys here. And to Ben too. Welcome. I'll make sure to say hello to everybody as we get through these comments. But I always say to kickstart these live streams, if at any point you happen to be enjoying these live streams, and there is zero obligation, but if at any point you happen to enjoy this live stream, if you could minimize the chat, hop over to the like button and give it a gentle caress. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will share it on replay, which just means as many people as possible get to see it on replay, and they might not be able to join us live, but they can see it on replay, and I'll be very grateful for that. So starting out with Amy, who says, oh goody, stuck at home in a snowstorm, just what I need. You see, anyone out there that is stuck in a snowstorm, we're here for you. We're here to help that along its way. Stay safe, stay warm, and we're here to, for anyone that's stuck at home for whatever reason, especially if it's snow related. Lex says, hi darling, hello my love, hope all is wonderful with you. Big hello to Emmy, hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Aileen says, hi Rob, please update us regarding your hyperpigmentation serum, need it badly. Oh, I can do a quick update on that. So I can do a bit of an update in general. So the past 2 weeks have been absolutely crazy. We restocked the multi-active super serum. This is from my own brand. We restocked that and it went absolutely mad. We had thousands of orders. I've been working in the warehouse quite a bit and with the warehouse team to work things out to just make sure everything gets out as quickly as possible. I think I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. The perils of a live stream. I think I've got the start of a cold, very sneezy, so I do apologise about that. So we've been working flat out to actually get orders to people. Thankfully, if you have ordered the super serum, your order has been dispatched, so you should be getting confirmation of that dispatch. Either you've already got it or you should be getting it today. So very appreciative of everybody for your patience while we got that out. We'd kind of expected maybe 500 orders, something in that region, and we kind of staffed up to deal with that. It was 4 times that, so which is great, no complaints, but it meant a lot of extra work and a couple of delays, so I do apologise. So anybody that has ordered the super serum, since it's come back in stock, your order should be on its way to you now. You'll be getting the dispatch notice. Either you've already got it or it'll be coming today. It's all with our courier, so yeah, the courier picked up the biggest batch of everything a couple of times this week, and everything's gone. So that's all done, and which means we can now focus on the hyperpigmentation serum, which hopefully we'll be launching in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Very excited for that. I just don't want to launch it until we've actually got it in my hand, ready to go. You know, until it's all done and all the quality control is done, I don't want to actually put it for sale. So it should be in the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm very, very, very excited for that. Tranexamic acid, azelaic acid, other brighteners all together. Yeah, very, very proud of this formula and quite excited. We then later on in the quarter, so coming towards March, we have the launch of our cleansing balm, which I am super, super excited to share with everybody and share some more information about. And then we've got our flavoured lip balms coming down the line. We've got a lot stacked for this year, and I'm very, very excited about it. A little nervous because a lot of money has gone into like time, money and stuff into development. So a little bit apprehensive, a little bit nervous, but also really, really excited. So yes, that's all that's to come. This week, in terms of other skincare news, things that I've been trying and doing, let's have a look. I was seeing some products by this brand. This brand is called Saltaire. Where are they from? I think are they a British brand? No, they're an American brand from LA. So yeah, they've got a whole range of body care products. This is their Driftwood Skin Nurturing Serum Body Wash. Trying this, I showered in it the first time today, and oh my gosh, it is like, if you like what I would say probably a little bit more of a masculine fragrance, I would say. I mean, anyone can use anything, but I'd say the fragrance is what would be traditionally termed a bit more masculine in terms of that. It's very dark and mysterious. I love this. So yeah, I had a shower in this today, and I've been smelling it all day. It's one of those body washes that stays with you all day, which I absolutely love. And I haven't tried this, but I'm trying it tonight. This is the same scent, but in a body oil, so I'm saving that for tonight. It smells absolutely amazing. Yeah, it smells really, really nice. So very much looking forward to that. And I use the deodorant version of it as well. So that's what I've tried this week, which I have been absolutely loving. The Ordinary launched their new moisturising serum, their rice lipids and ectoin microemulsion. I personally absolutely love it. It's like a dream for someone with my skin type, oily, acne prone, but still dehydrated. It's like the dream lightweight moisturiser, which I'm absolutely loving. And I'm also trying, possibly against my better judgment, I'm going to put that out there, possibly against my better judgment, this is the new Medicate niacinamide peptides. So it's got niacinamide, peptides, NAG, and they've specifically chosen the peptides in here for peptides which refine the pores, so minimise the appearance of pores, which I say it's against my better judgment because it's got 10% niacinamide, and my skin generally only tolerates 5%. Most people's skin, 5% is the maximum they need. This has 10% in. I'm still trying it because I like all the other ingredients. I may live to regret that. We'll see. I might live to regret that, but I will keep you posted on that. That's their newest launch. I love all the ingredients. I really wish they'd gone with 5% niacinamide as opposed to 10%, but we can't win them all. And yeah, I've been trying that and very excited to share with you kind of what I think, what my experiences have been and everything like that. So yeah, is anyone else trying that? Is anyone else giving that one a go? So Tina says, looking forward to the live. Can I use face cleanser on the body? Yes. Some shower gels give me a reaction. I don't know why. Yeah, so cleansers are cleansers. Generally speaking, facial cleansers will be slightly more gentle than body washes. Generally, not always the case, but generally they'll be more forgiving, slightly more gentle. So I know a lot of people that can't use a traditional body wash on their body will go in with a face wash and it'll just work better for them. So yeah, absolutely, Tina, that would be, I think, a good option, particularly if you've got sensitive skin on the body. Lisa says, I'm back to it now with my skincare. Hopefully it won't have to set my skin back too much. Did you do the video on what to use on hooded eyelids? No, it's penciled in to go live later this month. So in like a couple of days' time. I can't tell you the exact date because I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's penciled in to go live later this month. Glad to hear, Lisa, that you're back on that skincare bandwagon. I think sometimes life gets in the way and there's no shame in that whatsoever. I'm always the first to say, if people feel the need to take a break from skincare, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. And hopefully, well, if you can get back into skincare, get back into enjoying it, part of that self-care, absolutely fabulous. And we are here for you if you need help advice, recommendations, we're here for you, Lisa. We are here for you. Lebrex, great to see you, my love. Hope all is fabulous, fabulous, fabulous with you. So Tom says, it seems like it's been forever since there was a live stream. It's only been 3 weeks. Yeah, you're right, Tom. It has only been 3 weeks, but it seems longer. It does seem longer. I've missed you guys. I've missed you guys a lot. I think with the restock of the super serum going absolutely crazy, my attention had to be elsewhere, sorting that out, supporting with the logistics around that. So it's been a bit of a crazy time. But we're now back with things, we're back into the swing of it, and I'm really happy about that because I've missed you guys, and it's been nice to get back into things. And yeah, it's been too long. It's been too long. But we are going back to our usual sort of order of business where we will be doing fortnightly live streams, so basically every 2 weeks now. And my New Year's resolution is to stick to that because it means people are able to work out what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know when the next one's going to be, because it's going to be 2 weeks time. So yeah, that's my New Year's resolution. Tom, your job is to hold me to that. Your job, if you choose to accept it, is to hold me to that. Nancy says, hope everyone is staying warm and safe. Yes, same. Hope everyone's staying warm and safe too. Do you recommend adding glycolic or lactic acid serum to body lotion to help exfoliate? So personally, Nancy, so there's no reason you can't do that. There's no reason. I personally don't recommend you adding exfoliators to moisturizers, because most exfoliators need to work in a specific pH in order to actually be effective. And so the pH of the body moisturizer that you put it in probably won't be compatible with the pH needed for that exfoliator, so you're probably not going to get the results that you want. I do absolutely love body products that have exfoliators in, so I would say get yourself a nice exfoliating body moisturizer. I'm trying to think of one that I like off the top of my head, and the Remedy for Body Bumps. The Remedy for Body Bumps is amazing. That has exfoliators in, but it's also hydrating, so it kind of takes the guesswork out of it. Exfoliators are pH sensitive, so you don't really want to risk upsetting that pH and rendering them less effective, if that makes sense. Ripley, great to see you. Sending lots of love to Martinique. Love. Gorgeous island. Went on a cruise to the Caribbean 2 Novembers ago. Oh, it seems like yesterday I was on that ship too. We stopped in Martinique. Lovely, lovely islands. They're sending you all the love. Emmy says, good morning, perfect day for a live stream. Snowed in southeast Kansas. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of places with a lot of snow right now, like a lot of snow. So yeah, let me know the weather forecast where you guys are, how snowed in people are, how it's going. So Scott said, good morning from Long Beach, sending good vibes to all. So I'm guessing, Scott, you're not snowed in. I don't think it snows in Long Beach. I might be wrong, but I'm guessing you're probably snow-free in California, or your part of California. So maybe send some of that warmth everyone else's way, Scott. Sandra says, hi Rob, hope the new year is going well for you so far. Fabulous, thank you. It's been absolutely crazy. Like, genuinely, I don't know how... I don't know what happened, basically. So from a brand perspective, things have just completely skyrocketed from what I was expecting. January is usually our quietest month. But, people have bought for Christmas, they've either got gifts, they're working their way through things, they've spent at Christmas and are looking to minimise costs going, in January. Nothing wrong with that. So I find that a lot of people in January tends to be a very slow month. Not this year. I don't know what's happened. It's gone absolutely mad. I'm just having a look at the stats of stuff. So it's been a fabulous start to 2026. On a personal level as well, things are going really, really well. So I'm very happy about about all of that. It's just been very busy. That's all I would say. Is it's just been very, very busy. So if I was expecting to get January off, I think I've been a little bit disappointed. Luckily I wasn't, so it was all good. But hopefully, Sandra, your January has also got off to an amazing start. So you also said, in a Korean beauty box I received the Drummer So Nice in my 20 serum. I'm assuming 20% is too potent. So there is a school of thought. That says that 20% is fine for certain skin conditions. Acne, breakouts, persistent hyperpigmentation. Some people out there could benefit from 20%. For the vast majority of people, it's too much, and the risk of sensitivity and irritation is too high. So I'd say you've got a couple of options, Sandra. Avoid it and don't use it. That's option one. Option two would be to patch test it, see how your skin responds, and then you could use it. I mean, if your skin can tolerate niacinamide well and tolerate it in a high strength, then great. You can use it and you might get great results. Just most people will probably find 20% is too strong. Paula's Choice do a 20% too. It's not just Jumaso. Paula's Choice also do a 20%. I just find that in most cases 20% will be a little bit too strong, a little bit too sensitizing, and you risk the sensitivity and irritation that most of the time we're looking to avoid. Hopefully that makes sense. The Jumaso formulation, though, is done in a way to kind of minimize the risk of sensitivity. You might get away with it. I would say if you want to try it, patch test it thoroughly behind the ear, leave it on for 24 hours, see what it's like the next day. If you don't have any redness, itchiness, flakiness, then you're probably absolutely fine to continue using it. Scott says, anyone else excited about the new additions from the APLB body care line? So I knew nothing about this, Scott, until you told me about it yesterday. I saw a message and I was like, okay, so I've ordered two. I've ordered the collagen one, and I've ordered the exfoliating one. Exfoliating one, I think? Yeah, I ordered two of them. I am a big fan of body products with actives in, if they're formulated well. And let me just get the words right, the letters right, APLB ones do look really good. So yes, I bought them. They haven't been delivered yet. If anyone would like a video on them, I'd be happy to do a video on them if we think that would be useful. Yeah, so far I think the formulas look great, but obviously you can't tell these things till you've actually given them a good go. But happy to try them out if anyone would like a review of them. Iraglobe, great to see you, my love. And Caroline, great to see you. Says, hope everyone's warm. It's 7 degrees in my house with the wind chill. Was -15. That's cold. That's cold. That's very cold. I think here we are just very wet. In the UK, it's just very wet, which I'll take over ice cold, I think. I'll take wet over ice cold. Angela says, hello everyone, nearly missed this, hope you're well. Oh, we are, Angela. Yeah, it was Tom reminded me yesterday, he said, are we having a live? I was like, oh, yes, I better do that. I think I got my days all confused. I'm still trying to resync after Christmas. Aileen, great to see you, my love. And hopefully all is fabulous with you. Amy says, Applebee's new skincare line, ketchup-scented serum and a hamburger meat face mask. I might have missed something here. I hope that's a joke, Amy. You never know in 2026. I feel that this year, everything I thought was satire or certain people can't possibly have said that. And yeah, oh no, they did say that. Oh, they did say that. Oh, it's better. Yeah, I feel that 2026 is kind of the year that satire died because some of the stuff is just beyond. So I don't actually know if you're telling the truth here. If there is an Applebee skincare line, I'm terrified for the world. I genuinely don't know what's true anymore. Irregulabby said, that sounds great. I use the Niche Beauty Lab body lotion mixed with the Madaboutskin oil right now. I love this combo because it moisturizes my skin. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people do use the Madaboutskin oil, some back here, mixed in with their body moisturizer. That's a great way of doing your anti-aging. And the Madaboutskin anti-aging oil isn't pH sensitive, so you can absolutely mix it in with your moisturizer, no problem at all. Amy says, Angela, you haven't missed everything. It's only 4 minutes past. Rob won't be here for at least 5 minutes. Excuse me, Amy. I was here. Probably about 6 minutes past. Anyway, well, at least nobody had to rush to get here on time, because I never am. That's another one of my New Year's resolutions, to be on time for the live streams. Yeah, good luck with that. Emmy said, mustard is really good after a sunburn, Cat. Do you know this is true? This is actually true, but it's probably not in a face mask. Skella says, it was like this here in the morning, -20, wind chill -29. So cold. I've got this jumper. This jumper is very cozy and warm. It's also the itchiest thing. I think I wore this on a previous live stream and said I'm never wearing this again. It's too itchy. Here we are. Amy said, I bet he's making his tea. I was. You guys know me too well. I was brewing. It's a very good cup of tea as well. It's a very nice tea. Oh, Scott says the APLB has an azelaic acid peptide one. I'm itching to try. I always think using the term itching when we're referring to body lotions is a bold choice, Scott. Love it. I looked at the azelaic acid one and I was tempted. I was really, really tempted to try it. The reason I didn't is I want to try the collagen one. I might get the azelaic acid one down the line though. Amy says, I think he's napping. I would have been. I actually had to go to a kid's birthday party, which was good fun. It was good fun, but you know, kids come away from birthday parties with more energy than they went to them, whereas I think all the adults come away literally ready for bed, and that was me. I was. Yes, yes. I got in and was like, oh gosh, I don't know if I can keep my eyes open. As kids are charging around, so it was a little bit like, yeah, so I got back from that, and I would have loved a nap, Amy. I would have loved a nap. Unfortunately, I was at a children's magic show, which, yeah. Ailey said nap was my second option. I well, no, Ailey, you were right. I was making tea. I would have been napping if I had the chance, though. Caroline says, hi, Rob. Did I hear you correctly a while back that the madaboutskin sunscreen is safe for the eyelids? It is. Now, I will always caveat this by saying different people have different sensitivities, different, you know, their eyes respond differently to different things. So I would say there is nothing in the madaboutskin sunscreen that isn't safe to use on the eyelid, around the orbital bone. Most people report that they don't have any sensitivity or irritation from using it around the eye, so it's good to go. Doesn't mean that someone can't have some sensitivity, so I will just call that out. You could still have sensitivity, and if you do, just discontinue it using it in that area. That's fine. I always add the caveat that for most people it's fine, but you know, everyone's skin is unique like we are as people, so we always have to bear that in mind. So Ailey says, I am loving the Theramid Acid Serum at the moment, so am I. It is the only smooth azelaic acid I've ever found. Like, all azelaic acids are gritty and grainy and not great. I would say the acid one by Theramid is the only one I found which isn't gritty and isn't grainy, and for that, it wins. Like, the ordinary azelaic acid emulsion is like rubbing sand into your face. It is so grainy. Can't do with it. Quite like the formula, I just can't do with the texture. Whereas I absolutely love the Theramid one so much. Let's have a look. Amy says, I use the madaboutskin sunscreen on my eyelids, never had any issues. Thank you so much, Amy. Aileen says, yeah, Rob's SPF is one of the only ones my eyes can actually tolerate. Yay. It always makes us happy because the eyes do need sunscreen. You know, one of the areas showing the biggest increase in skin cancer diagnoses is actually the eyelid alongside the ears. So I would always say to people, you know, eyelid, ears, always make sure we're covering those when it comes to using our sunscreen. And the key to that is finding a sunscreen that you can use around sensitive eyes without too much bother. So I'm glad to hear that the madaboutskin one is working for people. Caroline says, unfortunately, cannot receive Theramid in the US. It's so frustrating. Yeah, I have noticed a bit of a trend. I think a lot of it is the uncertainty. I think when the tariffs were originally announced, brands were quite willing to kind of work around it or find a way of dealing with it because they wanted to keep their US customers. They wanted to access the US. So they were quite happy to kind of do what they needed to do to work around it, which is great. I think the level of uncertainty is what means brands are like, yeah, we're done. We can't keep doing this. You know, 1 minute it's this tariff, then we're changing to another tariff, then we're adding an extra tariff on, then we're backing out, and we're not putting a tariff on. I think that's when brands are like, yeah, no, I'm not interested. I think if it was just the tariff is this amount, and that's it for this, you know, for whatever, brands would make it work. I think it's the uncertainty of we're going to slap an extra 20% on here on a whim and then we're not going to hear and we're back. That's the bit that brands don't like. And I've noticed a bit of a trend, unfortunately, for US consumers of brands just pulling out of the US. Theramid, unfortunately, did. I know a lot of the Korean brands are doing the same. I think it's a shame because I think everyone should have access to good skincare. So I think it's a shame. But I do also understand the brand's perspective of brands don't like uncertainty, so it does make it really, really difficult. But yeah, that's the reason why Theramid pulled out of the US was just the tariffs originally, they pulled out of the US because of the tariffs. They were working around it and we're going to relaunch in the US with the tariffs included. But then there was so much uncertainty that like, yeah, we're just not. this isn't for us, we're not doing this, and so stepped back from relaunching, which I think is a shame. I understand it, but I think it's a shame. From my brand, the madaboutskin brand, we do ship completely to every corner of the US. We have done without interruption. It takes a lot of logistical challenges in the background. I have a full team that are working to make it work, but we're willing to put the effort in, and it's fine. I could do without the uncertainty, not gonna lie, but we have we do ship to the US, and we continue to ship to the US. All tariffs, charges, and fees are included in the price you pay at checkout, so there's no surprises. You don't get to checkout, you don't have the parcel delivered and suddenly there's a load of tax to pay. None of that nonsense. What you pay at checkout is what you ultimately end up paying to get the product, so you don't need to worry about that. I know it takes some effort, but it's worth it to be able to, keep our fabulous US consumers. So if you did want to shop with an international brand that doesn't charge the tariffs, fees, and charges, we're one of them. But hopefully Theramid will launch again in the US in the next year. I think when all the uncertainty stops, I think that's when they will be able to relaunch, and hopefully they'll be able to do that soon, because I don't want anyone missing out. So Jack says, hello from North Carolina Beach, sending lots of love to North Carolina. Felicia says, hi Rob, I'm so glad I made it this time. We've missed you, my love. How have you been? Hope all is absolutely fabulous with you. Austin, great to see you, my love. Jill, wonderful to have you here. And he says, me, getting snowed in, St. Louis. I didn't know St. Louis had so much snow, but I've heard it's actually quite bad. So anyway, stay safe and definitely stay warm. So Emily says, well, I'm actually waiting for Rob Serum, the as it is and in between. So I think the madaboutskin hyperpigmentation serum, which will be shipping to the US. So anyone in the US will be able to get their hands on it, and we'll be shipping to Canada. I know Canada can be a bit funny with azelaic acid. We've got the export license, so it will be shipping to Canada. So if you're watching from Canada, sending love, and it will be shipping to Canada, so you're all good. Couple of weeks to wait. Ben, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Shazza, wonderful to have you too, my love. Leah says, what do you recommend for wrinkles under the eyes? I mean, if you want a quick fix, get yourself a collagen balm. There are lots of different collagen balms. If you get a collagen balm, put that under, that'll immediately plump out the under eye, take away any wrinkles, minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So that's a quick fix that'll get it sorted like that. If you're looking for more long-term, I would get a low-strength retinoid, particularly retinal, I find works well under the eye. And so Medicate do the one that I use, but you could also use the Beauty of Joseon one. There's lots of different ones, but I would recommend, I would recommend that as like the starting point. But if you just want a quick fix, honestly, you can't go wrong by putting a collagen balm under the eye. I think it'll be... I think that will be a really quick win. That would be my top tip. Right, let me just double check where we are with questions, make sure I haven't missed any. No, I think I'm doing all right. Leah, does that answer your question? Anyway, let me know if it doesn't and I can go into more detail, but let me know. Caroline says, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, babe, so thoughts on the new Bubble Thick Rich Balm I'm thinking of buying. It looks good. I do love Bubble skincare. It looks good. I think it's a well-formulated balm. I personally prefer the Remedy Rich Moisturiser, which is a similar price point. So I don't think I'll be switching because I like the Remedy one. But if you don't want to shop the Remedy, I think the Bubble one is a really nice alternative for sure. I love the packaging as well. Let's see. See where we are. Danny, wonderful to have you, my love. Oh, what a joy to see. I've just go through the comments. Danny, what a joy to have you. How are you, my love? How are you? Hopefully all is fabulous. Wonderful, wonderful to see. Oh, that's just... I'm beaming. That has just made my day. I hope all is marvellous with you. I'm just sending you the world's biggest virtual hug. Love you so, so, so much. And I was going to say welcome back, but actually, you've never gone away. You've always been in my thoughts. I know you've been in everyone else's thoughts. So, Danny, I'm not going to say welcome back because you haven't gone anywhere. It's good to see you, though. That's that's what I mean. Austin says, hope everyone is doing fantastic. I am. It is, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be a really chill day, and I'm very much looking forward to that. So it's going to be a lion, bacon sandwich, and chill. I'm very much excited about that. Suzanne says, hello everybody, looking gorgeous. Rob, I'll be back after I put the munchkin to bed. Suzanne and Damien, say to Damien from me, make sure he goes to bed quickly and easily so you can get back to the live stream. And I love him lots. Michelle says, I love how authentic you are. Thank you. Oh, thank you. No, that's very, very kind. Yeah, I tell you what, just as when we talk about authenticity and not taking sponsorships and things like that, the brands are going hard with their sponsorships this year. I have been inundated with requests, like, since the start of this year. Normally January is quite a quiet time. Brands have run out of money with advertising for Black Friday and, you know. So normally it is a really, really quiet time for brands. And I don't do sponsorships, but I do get a lot of offers, which is how I know generally how busy it is for these sponsorships and stuff. January, I've been inundated with, they're paying good money. I'm still turning it down. Don't worry. I'm still turning it down. Though, the one I reached out the other day was like, oh, we'd be willing to pay this for this video. I was like, oh, that's a cruise. That is a cruise. I still said no, but it was a cruise. So I just want to know, if people say, authenticity doesn't cost anything. It does. It costs a cruise to not be sponsored and to retain your independence. Cost is the price of a cruise. I also did have a cruise in mind, but I'm not going on one, so don't worry. Cruise be gone. It's fine. I'm gonna book one for next year. I pay for it out of my own pocket. It's fine. Great to see you guys. Michelle, thank you so much for the like. I really, really, really appreciate it. And thank you to all you guys that have liked the live stream so far. It means a lot. Shazza said, sorry, I did just like. Sorry, I forgot. Thanks for the reminder. You're fine. As long as it happens during the live stream, I'll forgive you. Thank you so much, my love. Heather, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Amy says, we love Sheriff Tom, the baddest and kindest sheriff in town. I concur, Amy. I concur. Karen, great to see you, my love. So Michelle says, yeah, genuinely, we don't need all the annoying bells and whistles. Well, fortunately for everyone that likes no bells and whistles, I'm not very good at editing. So even if I wanted to throw in bells and whistles, I would be technologically limited. I wouldn't know where to start with my bells or my whistles. But I'm glad that seems to be the style of content that people enjoy and like engaging with, because yeah, that's great. So it's very, very, very much appreciated. Tom just says, a quick reminder, Tom just says, please only ask your questions once. Rob will get to your questions in time. I'll work to remove multiple questions. Yeah, so I always say to people, I go through all the comments in the order that they come in so that everyone gets their chance. They know when their question's coming up, if that makes sense, and everyone has their chance to have their question answered. Tom will remove any multiple requests anyway, not out of nastiness, just because it can distort you guys love chatting to each other in the comments, which I love, and if someone asks the same question over and over again, it can kind of disturb the chat or the flow, which we don't want. We want everyone to be able to enjoy these live streams and chat amongst yourselves and all that wonderfulness. So yeah, thank you for Tom for working hard, and if you do have a question, I promise you guys I will get round to it. Drop it in the comments and I will get round to it as soon as possible. Amy says, can't wait for the super serum. So Amy, I know that yours was in the batch that was dispatched, only because I saw it was on top of the batch when I was in the warehouse. I think it got dispatched yesterday, so it will be with you in like a day or two. Cannot wait. Amy says, the sheriff is salty today. The sheriff is housebound and snowed in, so he's on form. Quentin says, hi Rob, first time catching your stream. Welcome, thank you so much. What do you think of the new Bioma Rice Cleanser? Looking forward to getting my madaboutskin sunscreen for this spring. Thank you so much, Quentin. First of all, thank you for your support. I hope you absolutely love the madaboutskin sunscreen. Bioma Rice Cleanser. So full disclosure, I haven't tried it. I have been tempted to, and I think I will, because I was quickly looking at the ingredients list, and I think the rice enzymes are really nice. They're calming, but they'll give it a little bit of exfoliation without being too much. So I'm definitely going to try it. Am I gonna rush to buy it like tomorrow. No, because I've got a lot of cleansers to use up, but I am gonna try it. And I guess it's like a watch this space. Yeah, I guess it's a watch this space. I like the formula. I like the texture. I like the way that I tried a sample and it didn't strip and dry my skin, but I haven't really used it consistently enough to actually be able to, actually be able to give like a comprehensive review. But it looks really, really good. So yeah, watch this space. I also got a question earlier on that I missed. Bear with me, I'm just gonna take a sip of my tea. That nearly wrote down the wrong way. That would have been embarrassing. Anyway, so yeah, I got asked a question about the new PDRN serum from the Michaela Nogueira skincare line. Point of View, I think it's called. POV? POS? POV? Anyway, they've just launched a PDRN serum. And I got a couple of questions sent to me, DM to me, asking me what my thoughts and opinions on it were. So whilst we're asking questions about when we're dealing about questions, on that, I thought I'll cover that. So there seems to be a little bit of a mini backlash, a little bit of a mini scandal around this PDRN serum. I think specifically because people are saying that it's sort of copycat Korean. Obviously, the Michaela Nogueira line is a US-based brand using an ingredient that's traditionally associated with Korean skincare, and people saying it's like, I've heard people say it's copycat, some people have said it's cultural appropriation, some people have said it's whatever. There's been a whole host of critiques around it. First of all, I don't buy into that. I don't think any country has a monopoly on an ingredient. PDRN isn't exclusive to the Korean skincare market. It's actually found in quite a lot of Japanese skincare, for example, and there's no issue with that. So I don't think any particular, country has a monopoly on any ingredient like that. So I don't really think that critique is particularly, wanted. If you don't want to buy it for that reason, don't buy it. But I don't know that that's necessarily the right critique for it. I think it's a well-formulated serum. I do think it's pricier than other Korean PDRN serums though. So my critique of it would be, I think you could get a cheaper like-for-like dupe from some of the Korean skincare brands that do PDRN serums. That would be, I think, a valid critique of it, that I think it's on the pricier side, but it is well formulated. But yeah, I've heard quite a few people say that the brand Michaela Nogueira and the brand itself shouldn't be putting out PDRN serums because it's just copycatting like Korean skincare. I don't think so. I don't think any country has a monopoly. I do think that they kind of dug themselves a little deeper when they decided to then term it Korean inspired. I was like, why do that? Why not just put out a product that you like? I'm not the biggest fan of PDRN. I think it's fine. I think it's fine as an ingredient, but I'm not like the biggest fan of it. If I wanted to create a serum which contained PDRN, that's fine. I could do that. I won't. It's not my favorite ingredient. But yeah, that's something that quite a few people have DM'd me about, asking for my opinion. I like with everything in skincare, use what works for you and what aligns with your values. If you think it is too copycat of Korean skincare and you don't want to use it, don't buy it. If you have no issue with it, I think it's well formulated. I just think you could get a cheaper equivalent from the Korean skincare markets. That would be my hot take. But anyway, yeah, that's my take on the Point of View PDRN serum. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think it's groundbreaking, but I think it's fine. I still do need to try a lot of their skincare though. Like, I've had it on the much requested for a review kind of list. I do need to try it. So if anyone else has any other products that they want to see reviewed, I'm going to do more product reviews this year. So if you do want to see any particular product or product line reviewed, let me know and I would happily consider it. Avamina says, hi Rob. At the moment I use the SK2 Essence. Lovely, bit on the pricey side. Numbuzin, PDRN, Azure Line, Allies of Skin Vitamin C, Centella, the madaboutskin Copper Peptides, thank you very much. Tranexamic Acid, Moisturizer, and Eye Creams. Okay, so first of all, you've got some absolute stunning products there. I mean, the SK2 Essence, I think is too expensive for my budget. But it's a nice product. It's a really nice product. And so if it aligns with your budget, I think that's a really great one to use. I love the numbers in NAD and the PDRN. The Allies of Skin vitamin C is still my absolute favourite vitamin C. But the Remedy one that just launched, I am possibly loving even more. But the Allies of Skin is definitely top two. Obviously, I love my own copper peptide serum. And the Allies of Skin tranexamic acid is the quickest acting. I've got it here. Quickest acting of any of the products. So yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, I think that is an absolutely amazing set of products. I think that makes a very comprehensive skincare routine. I would say the only thing that potentially could be missing from that, though, depends on what your outcomes you want, is a retinoid. So a retinoid in the evening, maybe a retinal to start with, could be a good addition to that skincare routine. Allies of Skin do a retinal. If you like Allies of Skin as a brand, which I think you do based on your other recommendations, you could go in with the Allies of Skin retinal. That's a nice option. Geek and Gorgeous do a really affordable one I really like as well. Obviously, I have an oil in my own brand that's a retinal oil, so if you want an oil rather than a serum, that could work. Yeah, that's the only thing I think you could add if you wanted, but honestly, I don't think you need to unless you really want to double down on the anti-aging. Kim says, hi Rob, have you tried the Skin 1004 TEKA Centella Soothing Line? I haven't tried anything from Skin 1004 for the longest time. Not because I don't like them, or not because I've got any issues with them or anything like that. I just haven't got round to it. So I do need to try more from them because they've got some really good looking new launches, both from that Centella line. But also some of their other lines look really, really good. So I do need to try more from them. So watch this space. If you guys would like a full skincare brand review of Skin 1004, just let me know. I would be happy to do that. Angela says, hi Rob, I'm looking for azelaic acid as I was using the Geek and Gorgeous A-Pad, but they use citric acid in all their products. Finally found the culprit. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, Angela, I'm so happy for you. There is nothing more frustrating than having an unknown ingredient in skincare bothering your skin, and there is nothing better than finding out what that is so you can eliminate it. I am so happy that you found out what that is. Citric acid kind of makes sense. Brands use citric acid in their formulas as a pH balancing ingredient. There are lots of different pH balancing ingredients, but citric acid tends to be one of the more popular. It's very inexpensive and it works quite well alongside other ingredients. So it's not new to, hear them use citric acid as a pH balancer, but there are others that brands can use. So don't worry, you will find an azelaic acid that doesn't contain it. Let's have a look. So personally, if you're finding the NEOD modulating glucosides working well for you, I would stick with that, because I think especially if you've got very redness, rosacea prone skin, you don't want to be messing around too much. If you find the modulating glucosides work for you, keep with it. Keep at it, keep using it. That would be my recommendation. If you want an azelaic acid, I'd have to look at the ones that don't contain citric acid. Let me just have a look. I'm just having a look and see. Yeah, so the other one I like, the Acid by Theramid, does contain citric acid. So that's not a particularly good option. Let me just check the 9-less azelaic acid, because I love that one. That might not have citric acid in. Let me just have a look. Ingredients. It doesn't. So you could either just stick with the modulating glucosides if that's working for you, or if you wanted to, the 9-less 10% azelaic acid serum, which is a 10% because of the way it's formulated. It's actually more an equivalent to a 7.5. So it's quite equivalent to the Geek and Gorgeous. That one would be a really good option without citric acid. So yeah, that's the 9-less one, Angela. Maybe just try using the NEOD modulating glucosides. See, is that just giving you enough of what you want? But that 9-less one might be a good one to add in if you still want an azelaic acid. Let's see. Amy says, I love Saltaire. Oh, Amy, I thought I was in with some like indie brand here. I didn't realise other people knew about this. So Amy, which ones do you use? This is so good. Genuinely, guys, if you haven't tried it, the smell of this one. I don't even know what the price is. To be fair, they very kindly sent me this in PR, so I don't know what the price is. Saltaire Driftwood. Let me see what the price of this one is. I'm hoping it's not too expensive because I do want to buy more from them. Alright, let's have a look. Driftwood Serum Body Wash. Oh, $14. That's really cheap. How much do you get? 500 ml. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so if you can get this in the, I think, do they ship internationally? I don't know whether they ship internationally or not. That can't be right. $14 for 500 ml. So that's like £10 for 500 ml of absolutely gorgeous body wash. Oh, it's got bergamot, driftwood, and sage in. So, oh, that's so good. Yeah, yeah. If you haven't tried this, $14. That's really cheap. It's really well formulated as well. Yeah. What other fragrances do they do of it? Oh, it's not letting me select. I think it's frozen. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, that looks really, really... I was genuinely surprised. I was thinking it was going to be like $30 or something. That's really inexpensive. It's not letting me choose the other fragrances that they have. But, yeah... If you haven't tried this and you're living in the States, Saltaire, get that. It's the scent. Scott, I know that we have a similar love when it comes to scents. You will love that. Let's have a look. Merrick says, I love the Saltaire body wash. I guess I like masculine scents. Yeah, I said it was masculine earlier, and maybe I do take that back. Because I think just different things that appeal to different people is what I think we would stereotypically refer to as a more masculine fragrance. It's a bit heavier, but I love that. The notes of bergamot, sage, and driftwood. It's heavier, it's richer, perfect for winter. And apparently, according to this, obviously cruelty-free, which I love. Also gluten-free and vegan. So if you're living a plant-based lifestyle, you're looking for gluten-free, also really, really good. I just can't believe that price. And they do a trio, which is the deodorant, which is really good. Really, really good. And the body cream, which I haven't tried. All three for $40. That's really, really good. Amy says, yummy. Yeah, really, really nice. Christine says, one exciting product activity after another, Rob. Proud of you and your work. Thank you. And sending lots of love to Hawaii, my love. So Michelle says, is the new Ordinary comparable to the Glazing Wells? Yes, I would say it is in terms of a lightweight kind of serum, emulsion, moisturizer. It's not greasy, which is really important to me because I hate greasy. I hate anything that's greasy. And the Ordinary moisturizer isn't greasy at all, which is perfection. See, Tina says, always want to try the Saltaire on my wish list. I'm genuinely surprised at that price. Genuinely. I was expecting double that at least. Can you get this rice egg tone and use instead of all the glazing milks and toners? You could absolutely. I think the way I would use the new Ordinary moisturizing serum, I would either use it as a hydrating serum. If you've got dry skin, use it as a hydrating serum and still use a moisturizer alongside it. If you're somebody that has a more oily skin type, use it as your moisturizer. It's up to you how you want to use it, but I think that's how you're going to get the very best results. Heather says, can you do more body products? I can. I might do a whole video. If people would be interested in it, I could do a whole body care video if people would be interested in it. Caroline said, Christiane says, baby body wash is also good as well. I need to check all these out. Carolyn says, yes, order the Ordinary rice serum on recommendation. Need the extra hydration. I hope you love it. Let me know how you choose to use it. Whether you use it as a hydrating serum, or whether you use it as a moisturizer at the end of your routine, let me know. So Danny says, have you guys found anything smelling close to the Decium shop room fragrance? No, Danny, no. And this really annoys me because I loved that room mist. I used to spritz it around. I absolutely loved it, and I have found nothing even remotely comparable to it. So I'm still looking. I haven't given up, but if anyone has any recommendations, I would love to know that. Tom says, yes, I missed the shop body fragrance. I don't think there's anything similar. I agree, Tom. I don't think there's anything I smell that's remotely similar to that, and it's a shame because I love it. Let's say Kelka says, Shanna here. I always because YouTube are doing this weird thing where they're putting people's YouTube handle rather than their preferred name, it makes it very confusing. And I know people's real names. Either they've ordered with the brand, or I've spoken to them before. I know people's real name, but I don't want to call out their real name in case it's kind of like they don't want that shared online. Do you know what I mean? So if you think I've been weird by referring you as your YouTube handle, even though I know your name, it's because I just want to play it safe and I don't necessarily want to do that in case. So Shanna, thank you for confirming your name. So you know I'm happy to use it. Much appreciated. I've been mixing the madaboutskin antioxidant cream with a few drops of Volume Feline. Love it, but I want to make sure that's okay. Yes. From a madaboutskin perspective, yes. It actually will thin the madaboutskin antioxidant cream down a little bit, which I think a lot of people might enjoy. Some people like how thick it is. Others want to thin it through. That'd be a great product to do that with. Yes. Fully endorse that. Fully. So Scott says 4 bottles. Got 4 bottles of the shop. I wish I had 4 bottles of it. Cindy says, hi, just want to ask about the Theramid peptide serum. You recommended it before, but I noticed you don't mention it anymore. Is there a reason? All it was is I used to use it as my go-to. It went out of stock. Couldn't get it. Kind of fell off my radar. That was it. And that is honestly the truth of it. It's still a fantastic option. Still would totally recommend it. Often if you guys, and I never mind this, I always say this to people, if I've previously recommended a product a lot and you don't see it on the channel, ask the question, because 9 times out of 10 it's just that either something else has emerged which I preferred, or that something it's been out of stock and I've just lost thoughts around it. There's usually a reason. So I will just say to everybody, if you ever think, oh, haven't heard that mentioned for a while, is there a problem or whatever, 9 times out of 10 it's just because something else has come up or been a thing. So just ask the question. Always happy to answer that. So Cindy, yeah, no problems whatsoever with the Theramid peptide serum. It's still one of my favorites. It was just out of stock here in the UK for ages. I got out of the habit of using it, forgot about it a little bit, and then I get reminded of it and think, yes, that's a great product. So yeah. So Susanna says, hi, best product for single spots, the Ordinary Sulfur all the way. Yeah, the Ordinary Sulfur works so good. You can also, if you've got Different, which is adapalene, if you've got Different or adapalene gel, you can just pop a little of that on it and it will work really well. It'll work in the short term as well. That's another thing you could try. Poshella says, hi, did you watch Traitors? Yes. I was a bit worried about this season of Traitors because I thought the Celebrity Traitors with Alan Carr was so amazing. I kind of thought, well, this one's just going to be a letdown because it's not going to be as good as the Celebrity Traitors. I was so wrong. This was as good. I wouldn't say better. I would say as good as the Celebrity Traitors. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, my whole life sort of revolved around Traitors because I never wanted to miss any of it. So yeah, I absolutely loved it, and I hope you did too. Did you watch it, Zoe? Did you enjoy it? Let me know. As I said, any thoughts on hyaluronic acid skin supplements? I bought some from Savers. I love Savers. You will often find me if you if you ever want to bump into me out about shopping. The best place to do it is Savers in the Marlins Centre of Southampton, which, if anyone knows the Marlins Centre of Southampton, least glamorous place that ever existed. But they have a Savers, and it's really good. It's always really well stocked as well. I love Savers. I would go in there and buy everything. Particularly like they do a really nice ceramide body lotion that's like £2. Anyway, I digress. So yes, hyaluronic acid supplements can be really good for joints. I think there's less proof that they work for skin, but they can be really effective for joints. So I'm happy to use it for that. If I happen to get any benefit from the skin, all's better. There are also some peptides which actually increase the body's natural ability to produce hyaluronic acid. So there's a little bit of studies going on at the moment into the use of peptides to increase hyaluronic acid production. That I'm quite interested in, and if anyone would like a video on that, let me know. And I would quite happily do that. Leon, great to see you, my love. I says, love you. Thank you. Love you too. And hope all is fabulous with you. Fristenberg, great to see you, my love. So sorry I'm a bit late. When a family visit today. We love family time. Hopefully all is fabulous with you and you had a wonderful, wonderful day. Scott, love that. Can't read that out. Love that comment though, Scott. Amy says, everyone, please give that like button some love. Thank you, Amy. Yes, if you haven't already, I'm going to take a sip of my tea. We've been going strong for an hour. Now seems like a good time to do this. If you haven't already, guys, if you could minimise the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and then when you come back to the chat, it takes you back to where you were so you never miss out on anything. I would appreciate it so much. I'm going to take a big sip of this tea. That is a good tea. That is a really good tea. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely loved it. Oh, should say, I was just going to say, I should have said this earlier. Let me just check the thing. Let me just check it's all done. Bear with me. I should have said this one earlier. Let me just sort this out. There we are. Okay. Right. Should have just said as well, we have a new batch of the madaboutskin cleansers coming in. We've redone the tubing to make the words pop out more because they're fine when you're up close, but under retail lights. And we're coming into some shops soon. Very excited. Can't wait to tell you about that. You can't really read it that well. So we've actually darkened the lettering just to make it as accessible as possible. We're all about accessibility. So I've done that to make it as accessible as possible. So I should have said, if we have got the last 300 of the old ones before the new ones come in on Monday. So we're doing a buy one get one free literally this weekend only. So if you like the cleanser and you want to take advantage of the buy one get one free, all you need to do is put multiples of 2 into your basket. So if you put 12 in your basket, you get 6 free. If you put 4 in your basket, you get 2 free, so on and so forth. Put multiples of 2 into your basket. When you check out, you don't need a code or anything, it'll automatically show as half of them will show as free. It's to sell off the last 300 of that batch where the new one comes in. Very excited for that, just to make the packaging as accessible as possible. That's this weekend only because we're expecting it to have sold out by that point. If you do like the cleanser and you wanted to get the buy one get one free, it is for this weekend only. You just put multiples of 2 into your basket when you check out, all good. The expiration date on this batch is February next year, so February 2027. So you've got a year to use it, just as a heads up, in case anyone wants to make sure that they're not over ordering, that they've got the right amount for what they need. You can use it as body wash, you can use it as a face wash, you can use it to do facial massage with. It's up to you. But yeah, I should have said that earlier on. I was meant to say that. That's just to clear the decks of the last 300 while coming to the new packaging, which is much easier to read for people. We're all about that accessibility and ready for retail, which is very exciting. I can't say any more about that, but information to come down the line. Angela says, I'm enjoying Mary and May. Oh, it's the website, sorry, is www.madaboutsincare.com. Angela says, I'm enjoying the Mary and May 6 peptide serum. Lovely. Yay. I love that one. I recommend it all the time. I absolutely love it. I think it's a really nice formula. It's well thought through. It's not too expensive. And the peptides are absolutely great. Amanda says, Harry, I've just had my notification my super serum was delivered on Monday. Yes, we love it. Literally all of them have gone out. I've never seen so many orders all go out in one go. I really do appreciate you guys so much for bearing with us during what has been a ridiculously busy time. And it was such a nice feeling when they came on Thursday to collect all of them, and I just saw them all leave on pallets, all these orders on pallets, and I was like, bye. It was a lot of relief off the mind, and a big thank you to the team that have worked so hard behind the scenes to get it all sorted. Honestly, I am so unbelievably appreciative, so appreciative. Felicia says, everyone come to my house, it's 84 degrees here in Southwest Florida. Don't need to be asked twice. Get the kettle on, I'm coming over. Caroline said, Rob, I'm using your tip on peptide flooding. Oh my god, huge difference in my skin. My skin looks fabulous. At night, still hydrated and soft. Even husband noticed. If you can get your husband to notice, I always find this. If your other half, who is not as into skincare as us, could notice, that's always good. I always like that. I think that's the ultimate compliment, because I know a lot of people say, like, my husband or my partner doesn't do skincare, doesn't get skincare. When they compliment you on your skin, you know that you've done well. I love reading that. That's made me so happy to read that comment. And peptide flooding is great. It's just using a lot of peptides, and I'm all for it. This has been something that's been a bit of a revelation for my skin this year as well, and yeah, so good. Alicia says, hi Rob, I see you from France, sending love to France. I wanted to ask what you'd recommend to get rid of a scar. So if the scar is raised, so if you can run your hand over it and you can feel it, then using hydrocolloid or scar patches are probably the best way of minimizing that down. You can get some really inexpensive ones on Amazon. There are some more expensive derm approved ones and stuff that you could use as well, but yeah, they work really well. Using your retinoids on it once it's healed can help as well to boost collagen in the area. That's also really recommended. I see a lot of dermatologists recommend that. Then using a azelaic acid on it can help take out some of the redness and the purpley hue if it's got a red or purple hue to it. What you can't do with scars is if they are silvery. So if they have like a silvery shimmer to them, that's really impossible to get rid of unless you have laser treatments. So if that is what your scar looks like, then you'd need to go to a dermatologist and potentially talk laser. If it's reddy or purpley, the use of azelaic acid will help, and those scar sheets work so well. Hopefully that helps. Karen says, Rob, extreme shout out to Ella in customer service. She is fabulous. Thank you. She got the weekend off. I feel really like under the cosh with it, because she has a weekend off. Much deserved. But I was like, she said, oh, leave it all for me for Monday. And I was like, okay. But I've been doing some of the bits and bobs, and yeah, I think you never fully appreciate the work that somebody puts in until they're not, until they're not there. So yeah. Yeah. It's a lot, and yeah, she's been working very hard, so I do really appreciate that, and thank you for sharing that. I will pass it on when she's back in on Monday. I really appreciate it, so yeah, thank you so much. And just thank you for all of your, you guys, thank you for all of your kindness and support. Yeah, just really appreciate it. I've been trying to keep on top of things so that when she comes back, I don't have, like, she doesn't have to face 1,000,001 things. Well, we'll see how we'll see how we'll see how that works. Anyway, but I'll pass that on. So thank you so much, Caroline. Amy says, my skin could probably tolerate a battery acid face mask. I am always very jealous of people who have like very resilient skin. So like, yeah, I'm always very jealous of people that have resilient skin, because my skin can tolerate certain things, like it can tolerate a lot, but certain things, niacinamide, too much vitamin C, these things really don't work well. Don't work well for me. But yeah, so Amy, I'm jealous that your skin is that resilient. Shanna says, I'm so happy Mad About Skin business is going well. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. Thank you so much. I just always hope that we can keep people, I'm always trying to improve. It's like I think that's the message for 2026, is constant improvement and seeing where we can improve. We've taken on some more staff to speed things up, which hopefully will help a lot of people and help speed up the speed up delivery times for people, which we're really keen to do where possible. It's a work in progress. But yeah, if anyone can think of any ways of improving things, please feel free to pop it over to our customer service team using the contact us section of the website. I'm always open to improving any way we can, whether it's tweaking packaging, whether it's improving, things around delivery and stuff. We are always open to that. We don't get it right all the time. We try our best. So yeah, if anyone has any suggestions and they send them over to our customer service team, we would quite happily take that on board. So yeah, thank you so much. Scott says, oh yes, a video on the APLB would be appreciated. I could definitely do that, Scott. I could definitely do that. Dennis says, I have tried the APLB glutathione line. I really liked it. Got the whole line for like 25 euros. It's so inexpensive, isn't it? I love it. I love an affordable skincare option. So I will be trying more of them. Karen says, I agree with Caroline. Ella is amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. I really do appreciate that. So Danny says, exactly, I feel the same things I thought could only be satire becoming the real thing. I just can't. I know. The number of times I read something, I think, oh, that's not true. And then I think, oh, that is true. Oh, no. Definitely with you on that. Christian says, PLB is amazing. I use the vitamin C and retinol one. I need to try more from this live. Tom says, on time for live streams? I don't think that's a resolution you'll be keeping, Rob. Tom, how dare you have so little faith in me? I mean, I think you're right. Don't get me wrong. I think you're right. Caroline says, oh my God, Rob, I was going to ask you if it was the itchy sweater. It is. It's back. It's a terrible mistake. Let's see. Scott said, I picked up the amlactin, lactic acid moisturizer. A man could not handle the smell. Isn't it vile? Isn't it absolutely vile? Like, I have never smelled a product like it. I love the brand. I love a lot of their products. The smell, I was like, wow. There's another one. What's that? Is that Biologique Recherche thing? Whatever. That onion smell, that was another one that I couldn't tolerate. My skin is fairly resilient. My nose, it takes a lot for me to be like, oh, I can't do with the smell of that. That Biologique one and the amlactin one, both of them were like, it's not for me. That's for sure. So I know I'm with you on that, Scott. Amy says, Scott, did you just finally wake up to the stage? It's potent. Caroline says, I haven't had any issues, but is the madaboutskin anti-aging oil okay to use every night? Yes, absolutely fine. It does pack a punch. So I would say to people, just be mindful of when you're using it. Listen to your skin. Is it causing any sensitivity or irritation? But as long as it's not, then you're absolutely fine to keep on using it. That's fine. I always think it's use what works for you is my motto. If it works, keep on using it. If you're finding it a little bit sensitizing, step back to every other day. But if you're not having any issues, keep on using it. Let's see. Amy says, brands don't like to be bullied. Oops, to say that out loud. No comment, Amy. But you could call it bullying. It's fine. I say uncertainty. Brands don't thrive in an uncertain environment. I think that's the politician answer, isn't it? Scott says, I'm surprised anyone's working with the US anymore. I will say, you know what? I would say without getting into too much, I would say I see it as both sides. So as a brand myself, it is not easy to do business in the US at the moment. It's really not. It's just not. Just objectively, it isn't. However, I will say my whole experience since the tariffs and with all the uncertainty that's come post-tariff, I would say that US consumers have been incredibly understanding, and so where if anything's gone wrong, or if anything's been delayed, or if anything's required, correction, US consumers have been very understanding about it. So whilst I wish the things weren't happening that are happening, and it does make it very difficult to do business, I think on the flip side, I think US consumers really appreciate that and have been nothing but kind, generous, and forgiving around it. and that makes the job really easy. So the reason that we'll keep fighting through the bureaucracy and some of the challenges around shipping to the US is because I think it's worth it to be able to continue to serve our amazing American customers, of which we have so many. We have so many amazing US based customers. So we're going to keep shipping. All of the, if you buy from the madaboutskin website, www.madaboutskin.com, all the tariffs and everything are already included. We pay them on your behalf. And so the price you pay at checkout is the price you ultimately pay. No extras, no hidden, nothing. It is what it is. So yeah, I think it's worth it. So I think it's a double-edged sword. I would rather things were a little bit different. I think it would make it easier from a business perspective, but it is what it is. I think it's a shame, but I do think American consumers are incredibly understanding and forgiving around delays and things like that, as brands are just trying to navigate it. So yeah, so I do say a big thank you to the US consumers for being understanding at this time. Karen said, "Just all right, Amy," and we both said it out loud. I think a lot of people are saying a lot of things out loud, and I don't blame them. Angela says, "I'm loving Mary and May products so far. Their Centella serum is gorgeous." Cam's down thing. I have never used the Mary and May Centella. I do need to try it because you, Angela, you must be like the third or fourth person to recommend it to me, so I do think I need to give it a go. Brahek says, "When will you be on Amazon in the US?" So the plan, if all goes according to plan, will be to have a US distributor on board in the next 2 months, which will obviously make things incredibly quick in terms of shipping. We'll be looking for going from an average of 7 to 10 days shipping to 2 days. So obviously that'll make a huge difference. That it won't be Amazon for very many and varied reasons, but it will be a US distributor, which will speed up the times. So hopefully that'll be a nice halfway house. Scott says, "Your effort is appreciated, Rob. I'd be stuck if using old UV filters without access to the madaboutskin." Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you. Danny says, "Rob, I saw this morning that Lidl has a retinol serum. Have you tried it?" Danny, I went into Lidl twice in the last week to shop their skincare. There's a retinol I want to try. There's a new cleanser I want to try. There's a bath oil I want to try. Out of stock on all of them. I'm livid. My one issue with Lidl is that they never have things consistently in stock. That would be my one critique, because I need to try those products. But I can't. Don't worry, I will be going another 2 times in the next week to hopefully get my hands on them. Irreglobi said, "Have you tried them though? Are they worth it? If you I kind of want you to tell me if they're worth it, but I also don't want you to tell me because I've got a sneaky suspicion I won't be able to get it, and then the fear of missing out will be overwhelming." Irreglobi said, "I'm so curious about your hyperpigmentation serum. With my medium skin, not everything works well. Dr. Regis' one working wonders for my skin and so fast." Yeah, so it's formulated, the hyperpigmentation serum is formulated to be able to be used on all skin tones. So we want it to be tone inclusive, because I would say that a lot of hyperpigmentation treatments are geared towards lighter skin tones. I find a lot of them aren't able to be used on deeper, darker, and richer skin tones, and even like mid-tone. You know what I mean? I find things are very much geared towards Caucasian skin being like the default for hyperpigmentation serums, and it's actually not that hard to formulate a hyperpigmentation serum that is tone inclusive, that everybody is able to use. You have to be mindful of the percentages, you have to eliminate certain ingredients to just make it as inclusive as possible, but it is easy to do. So yeah, the madaboutskin hyperpigmentation serum will be suitable for all skin tones. When it comes to skin types, I think if you have very sensitive skin, use it, every other day rather than every day. But other than that, you will still be able to use it. So yeah, we've tried to create a product that's as inclusive as possible, because it's actually not that hard. I don't know why brands make such a drama out of making things inclusive. It's really not that hard. You just have to put a little extra effort in, and maybe, use slightly better quality ingredients, because I find if you use slightly better quality ingredients, it generally will make it a little bit more inclusive in terms of skin tone and who can use it. Less irritation as well, which is always a positive. Cream Lee says, "I started using serum last year and I switched to twice a week for active. For me, moisturizer is feeling good in the winter." It's fine. You know what? If your skin is saying, actually all I need is moisturizer, cleanse, moisturize, that's fine. That is fine. And in summer, you can always dial up your actives. There is nothing wrong. My number one thing I would say to people in 2026 is listen to what your skin's saying. If you use a product and your skin is screaming at you, stop using that product. If you use a product and your skin feels the best it's ever felt, keep hold of that product. Treat it like it's your best friend. Sandra said, I had terrible chapped lips that were so sore, and I put the madaboutskin rescue balm on them, sorted them out. This is what I love to hear. I know so many people that use it as their lip balm. I gave some to our postie. So our postman was complaining about his lips being absolutely trashed in winter. It's very like windy here at the moment. And I gave him a tub of it and said, just try this. Trust me, you're fine. And he absolutely loved it and said, yeah, done. I just put it on at the start of my shift and I have no problems. I was like, yes. Paying it forward. He delivers an awful lot of parcels and takes away an awful lot of parcels. The least I can do is give him a lip balm. Danny says, oh, Rob, love you. You make me happy cry. Oh, don't cry, Danny. Even if it's happy crying. We love you. We love you so much. Let's see. B says, hi, Rob and everyone. Happy New Year. I'm still celebrating for the entire month. Absolutely. There is nothing wrong with celebrating the full month. I fully endorse that. Happy New Year, my love. Happy New Year. So, yeah. Oh, and Amy, yeah, if you haven't tried Lidl, I don't think they have them in the US. I don't think they'll have the skincare, even if they do. It's so good. It's so good. If you ever need me to send you anything, Amy, just let me know. I would happily. B said, I saw your hyperpigmentation video. What do you think of the 99.9 powder alpha arbutin? I am always very suspicious about mixing it at home. There's no reason you can't, and I think sometimes people scaremonger too much about it. There is no reason you can't be a little chemist at home and mix your own concoctions. I just always would say proceed with caution because there are lots of variables, what you can use with other things. Also, you might have, pH to consider in terms of whether a formula would work or not. There's a lot to consider. Doesn't mean you can't and that you shouldn't, but there's lots of different things to consider. So I just always say to people, proceed with caution if you're thinking of doing your own, mixing and matching at home. Also, I'm just fundamentally lazy. I know I would make a mess of the bathroom and it'd stress me out. Let's see. Have to leave the live stream, but we'll watch a repeat. Thank you, Lisa, and we love you. We love you. Irreglobate says, may I ask how long it'll take to dispatch the order with the hoodie? Oh yeah, if you want a hoodie on the New Year Live, they arrived literally this morning. They arrived this morning, so they will be dispatched, I'm going to say Monday or Tuesday. We will be dispatching them. So yes, if in the meantime you need a product, if there's something if you don't want to wait for your hoodie, let me know. Just contact us using the contact us section of the website. Speak to customer service team. We can ship your products out today and the hoodie can follow in like 3 or 4 days time. That is absolutely fine. So we don't mind and we won't charge you extra postage or any of that nonsense. So if you did want your products early, just let me know using the contact us section of the website and we'll sort that out for you. So yes, absolutely. If you need it earlier, just let me know. The hoodies came in today. We just need to go through them, sort them, pack them. It'll probably be early next week that it'll be shipped. If you do need it now, just contact us using the contact us section of the website. We can send you products and the hoodie can follow in the week. Amy says, isn't there a backlash around her whole line? Which line are we talking about? I'm behind with the comments. Glob said, I got a message yesterday that mine was dispatched. I'm in Massachusetts, expect it next week. Yay. B says, Rob, we're happy to hear that. I got myself a spray bottle for the numbers in Tonemist. Team spray all the way. I missed it. My skin loves it. Natasha says, hi Rob, great live stream. Thank you, sending lots of love. Can you let me know, please, if you have your madaboutskin antioxidant treatment in a tube instead of a pump? We haven't. We're just finishing off the pumps. I think there's about 300, 400 left. Once they're gone, we should then have the tubes. They are just being quality checked, so watch this space. But it is a work in progress, so they will be launching soon. And I am going to email everybody that's bought the antioxidant in the past. I'm going to email everyone with a little code so you can get it with a cheeky discount to try the tube. I cannot wait. So it's imminent. Let's just say imminent, my love. Ron Patrol says, hi guys, match is going not well, so this is probably better than my blood pressure to watch catch up on the chat. Yes, welcome. Hopefully we're here for your blood pressure. That's fine. And thank you so much for joining. Danny says, crazy how nowadays everyone feels entitled to criticise, judge, and cancel everything. Very low vibrations, everyone. I do feel that. I think everyone's always out for something. I think with the Michaela Nogueira line, and I have no skin in this game. I don't know her. I've never spoke to her. I've never met her. I've never had any interaction with her. I don't particularly watch her content. Just it doesn't align with what I like to watch. So I have no skin in that game. I think people were determined to hate it because it was her. And actually, it's quite a good skincare line. I'm not going to say it's groundbreaking. It's not the best skincare line that ever existed, but it's pretty decent. It's a decent skincare line. I think people went into it wanting to hate it. It was pretty unproblematic, and it's a fairly decent skincare line. And so I think they got a bit annoyed by that, and now they're trying to find something. That's the vibe I get. Like I say, I've no skin in the game. It's a relatively well-formulated skincare line. I think the price point's okay. It's not the cheapest out there, but I wasn't expecting it to be. The price point's fine. Yeah. I do just think people came into this wanting to hate it, and so we're a bit disappointed that it wasn't that easy to do it. Oh, when I changed my name from Regine, that explains it. Sending lots of love, my love. Alien says, hi, Danny, yes, I agree. We should meet up one day. I'm living in Belgium, not that far from you. There you go. We should do a Euro meetup. That's the next thing I want to do. That is the next thing I want to do. Shannon says, I don't think I'm coordinated enough for a face spray. I have the Mario Badescu that ends up on my shirt as much as my face. This is why I never use spray sunscreens. The person behind me on the Sun Lounger is going to get a way better application than I will ever get. I've done them and it's just ended up going everywhere. So yeah, it's a no from me. Have I tried the Centellian 24 line? I haven't, but I have heard really good things. So I do want to try it. It's on my list to try. B says, when do you have the capacity to send madaboutskin products from the US? It usually takes more than 4 weeks to get my packages. So we have taken on more staff, so the shipping time to the US will be sped up. There were also a lot of customs related issues. The US customs was overwhelmed. They were taking forever to approve things. That was a cause of, and that's stopped now, so it should make it quicker. But we will be sending from the US in about 2 months' time. In the meantime, we are currently shipping to the US with about 7 to 9 days. So it has got a lot quicker. It's got a lot quicker. Can I review Nuance Prairies? I would be happy to. Let me make a note of that. I would be happy to, my love. Carolyn says, if you haven't tried the Face Theory Ectoin Barrier Milk, get it. It's amazing. It is. It's so good. It's half the price of the Paula's Choice and just as good. But yeah. B said, I love the madaboutskin copper peptide. Thank you. We've sold so many of those copper peptides like you would not believe. This month it has gone mad. Absolutely mad. Very, very appreciative for everyone that's bought one. I don't know where all the orders came from for it. It's just gone absolutely crazy. But thank you. What's my thoughts on numbers in eye cream, which comes in a syringe? I love the formula. I hate the packaging. That syringe is a nightmare. Absolutely hate it, but I do love the packaging. I do love the formula. I just hate the packaging. Amy says, Rob, could you do a new segment to the lives, your product of the week, featuring the shelf chicken? He's going strong. This is his 4th year as the channel mascot. He's looking fresh. Hasn't aged a day. He's looking a bit dusty. He might need a vac, but he hasn't aged a day. Amy says, yes, I love the eye cream, dislike the clunky packaging. I don't know why they'd create packaging like that. I really don't. Marley says, sorry, unfortunately I can't join today, but I want to ask if you knew what the percentage ectoin was in the new ordinary serum. I don't, but I can find out. Let me make a note of that. First of all, we missed you, my love. Hopefully you'll be able to catch up on. Let me find out. I will ask them and I will let you know. And following on from that, what are the best ectoin serums? So the highest percentage are found in the Barrier Milk by Face Theory and the Paula's Choice one. Those are the 2 highest percentages of ectoin. The Face Theory is cheaper than the Paula's Choice. Similar formulation though. Creamly says, natural ingredients cause me sensitivity. Are they popular because they serve me? I don't like I think they're popular because people like the idea of natural. I think that it's a bit of a misleading term. I'm not going to demonize. A lot of people are quick to hate on the natural skincare, natural trend. I'm not going to do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with, people wanting a more natural approach to skincare. I just find it's a bit of a misleading thing because, for example, there's nothing unnatural about azelaic acid, but I don't think most people after natural skincare would call azelaic acid natural. So I don't like the term because I think it's a bit of an odd one. I mean, you could argue that arsenic was natural. Would you want to use it? Lead is natural. Do you want to use it in skincare? No, it's not good. It's been proven many times to not be good. So I think there's lots of things that are natural that I wouldn't want to see in skincare. And so when people say, oh, this natural balm, sure. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I mean, if you were to look at the ingredients on the madaboutskin Rescue Balm, for example, pretty natural. I mean, you've got your beeswax in here. You've got your blend of different oils, plant-based oils. You've got your antioxidants, which are naturally derived. I would say this is a natural skincare product, but we don't label it as such because it's kind of a bit meaningless. So I would say the things that people are generally most reactive to in terms of irritation from natural skincare is essential oils. So if you see bergamot oil, lavender oil, these are the ones that people are most likely to be sensitized to, and I would personally avoid them if you have sensitive skin. Amy said, I really like your thoughts on the Dr. Idris Major Fade Serum and Moisturizer. How will your new serum compare? So they have a different formula. I love both of them. In fact, I love the whole Dr. Idris line. I think it's really well formulated. The only thing I don't like is I don't like their depuffing tool. Tried that, didn't get on with it. Everything else I really like. I would say the madaboutskin one will deliver the same outcomes but different ingredient profiles. So we don't use kojic acid in it. We use alpha-arbutin. We use azelaic acid. We use tranexamic acid. So I would say it's a different formula but with similar outcomes. If you want something from the madaboutskin line that's very similar to the Dr. Shireen Idris Major Fade line but cheaper, I would go for the chemical peel gel, which is kojic acid based. It's a lot cheaper, similar ingredient profile. B says, how do you dispense it with that? Yeah, you have to really, really turn the numbers in eye cream till it clicks and then it'll dispense. It's a nightmare. Amy says, Abib has an 11% ectone moisturizer. I did not know that, Amy. I did not know that. Let me remember. I am going to try that. I did not know that. Amy, always coming through with the skincare goss. Rob, what do I do about jowls? Be consistent with your retinoid. Be consistent with your retinoid. That's like the key. And facial massage will really help as well. Some people like using light frequency. I'm not as sold on that. Retinoids, facial massage, and use your peptides. It will take time. That is the only thing I will say about it with jowls. They don't disappear overnight. They will take time. But be consistent and it will definitely pay dividends. Amy says, $14? That can't be right for this. It doesn't seem right. I mean, it's on their website. It says $14. It does say $14 on their website. I mean, am I getting that wrong? Have I missed something? Is it like... Add to cart, $14. 500. Yeah, add to dollar. Yeah, Amy, it's on the website. I know it doesn't seem right, but it is on the website. Have a look at your side, Amy. Is it still like? Let's just. Yeah, $14. Oh, I can also see the other scents of it. This is the Soltaire body wash. Driftwood is my favourite. They do exotic pulp. That sounds nice. Golden hour. Don't like the sound of that. Island Orchid, that sounds quite nice. Pink Beach, Coconut Almond Blossom. Yes, absolutely. Saltwater and vanilla. Love the sound of that. And Seascape, Grapefruit, Yang Yang, White Sand. I think I'm going to go for that Pink Beach one. Let me click on that. Yeah, $14. Yeah. The Pink Beach one sounds absolutely amazing. Shop all. Let's have a look. Yeah, the body oil, $23, so like £18. This is really cheap. That deodorant, which I love, it's an alpha hydroxy acid based deodorant, so good for underarm discoloration. I absolutely love it. Is £8. It's so good. Yeah, I mean, Amy, get on and buy it would be my recommendation. It looks great. So Creamily says they have it at Target in the US. Love that. Danny says, I think the Anua azelaic acid 10 doesn't contain citric acid and does contain extracts like green tea. That would also be, I know I'm very behind with the comments. I will try and catch up. But yes, that would also be, the Nineless and the Anua are both really good options for azelaic acid. Thank you for that, Danny. Tino says, Valerie says, yes, I got the salt out on the cheap with sales coupons on top. They have sandalwood. I love it so much. Kathleen says, love your presentations. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you so much. Amy says, wait, that saute price is right. Didn't used to be a lot more expensive. I thought it did. I really thought it did. It looks more expensive. It looks a lot bougier. Scott says, I'll have to pick up that body wash then. Thanks for the recommendation, Scott. You will love this. Trust me, this is your scent. This one is called Driftwood. By Driftwood. It is your scent. I promise you, Scott. B says, Rob, you look more rosy today. What are you using? Let me just have a look in the mirror. Let's do it. No, I was running around at a kid's birthday party. I think it's just natural glow. Nothing in particular. Nothing. I haven't got any makeup on or anything. I've got a bit of concealer here. That's it. That is it. Tom says, tell me that you don't like a sugar. I can't read that out, Tom. So Felicia says, I don't think Solitaire is that cheap here in the US at Target. I mean, buy it online. It's saying $14. Get it while you can. Angela says, no, buzzing eye cream is okay, but not worth it for me because of the silly packaging. I agree, Angela. The packaging is what puts me off. See, kind of says, let's have a look. Oh, Danny says, here's a request for your product catalogue. Create your room fragrance with all the scent notes. Yes, I would. If I could have a room scent with this, I would be very happy. Very happy. Let's see. ARVima says, Pia, I use the first Essence Stone Prayer. Is that too much? No, I wouldn't say that's too much. Oh, you've got the retinol here. Sorry, I didn't realise that the other one was your morning routine. I'm very sorry. This is your evening one. The morning routine is perfection. The evening routine is great. I also noticed that you have a lot of crossover where you use certain products in the morning and in the evening, which is great. That'll cut the cost down, streamline. I think that was like a really good, and I wouldn't say it's too much. My key question when anyone says, is my skincare routine too much? I would say, do you enjoy it? Are you enjoying applying the products? Are you racing through them, feeling stressed because you have too many products? If you are, then it's too much. If you're happy with the length of time it takes and you're enjoying it, I don't think it's too much. Keep on doing it. Yukiko, I hope I pronounced it right, said, I bought the madaboutskin retinol and I'm waiting for the arrival of the product. Can I use the retinol all over my face, including the eye area? You can. Just a big disclaimer to say, just double check it on the eye area. So obviously use it, check back with your eye. Are you getting any sensitivity, any irritation? If you're not, continue. If you are, use it in that area every other day rather than every day. Valerie says, what do you think of the Dr. Regini skincare revision? I haven't actually seen anything about this. I've had other people recommend it, so let me have a look. Yeah, I will have a look and I will let you know. Andrew says, Torrid Cell Magazine Eyes is gorgeous, but Mary May glutathione is the holy grail. It's true. That Mary May glutathione, perfection. Christina says, hi Rob. Christina in Snowy Spring Hill, Tennessee, sending you love. Stay warm. I use ascorbic acid and centella first. If you use ascorbic acid, should be applied to dry skin. Does that apply when using centella first? No, that's fine. So to be honest, if you're using centella, just give it a chance to sink in, then apply that vitamin C, and that's classed as dry skin. You're absolutely fine. So use your centella, give it 30 seconds to sink in, then put your vitamin C on top. That is perfection, my love. Let's see. I'm considering switching my Geek and Gorgeous 5 retinol out for the Beauty of Joseon Revive eye cream. That is a step up, so that would be the right order to do it in. I hope it works well for you. My hoodie is the first initial plus last name. Said out loud. Skelka sounds like a serial killer. I love that though. I love that for you. I think it's great. See. Carolyn says, Rob, is there a pH issue for a vitamin C product that uses derivatives? No. So derivatives, no pH issue. Use them wherever you want in your routine. It's the main reason I love them. Absolutely not. You're fine, my love. You're fine. So Cindy said, thank you for answering my question about Theramids peptide serum. I also grabbed the madaboutskin copper peptide serum at 3 for 2. Loving it. Yeah, the 3 for 2 is still active as of today. I said it was going to finish the other day. I am actually going to discontinue it later today. So you can still get the 3 for 2 today. And the cleanser, while we sell this last batch out, is buy one, get one free this weekend only. So if you did want to get your hands on this weekend only, buy one, get one free. Scott has stolen the crown. Love it. I still don't know what these crowns are for, but I love that Scott has stolen it. Let's see. See where we are. Ames Rose says, I'm late. You love fashionably late. We're just happy that you're here. I checked last night to see if there was a notice I posted for a license. Didn't see everything. Hope I haven't missed anything. It's all on replay, love. Do not worry. But we are so glad that you could join. What does everyone think about this scarlet silicone patches? Keep seeing them everywhere. I think they're fine. I think, like everything, people are overhyping them and making them out to be like the cure-all for everything. Using scar patches, hydrocolloid patches, silicone patches, whatever you call them, they're great, but they're limited to what they can do. They can temporarily iron out the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. They can reduce the scarring. They're good for that, but other than that, they're not, going to do a whole lot for your skin. So I'd say don't not use them, but also don't think that they're going to do everything that you need them to do, if that makes sense. B says, Costco have a whole set of the blue Torridon. What do you think of Torridon? Torridon is one of my favourite Korean skincare brands. I love them. I love a little Costco skincare deal as well. Let's see, I'm just going through the chat. You guys make me laugh so much. Robin, great to see you, my love. Said skin is not liking this -40 weather. Whose skin does, Robin? No. The weather, particularly in North America, I don't think is skin friendly at the moment. More reason to stay indoors, I would say. More reason to stay indoors. We should always try to improve. That's what life's all about. I agree. But not be too harsh on ourselves when we're not perfect. I think it's finding that balance. Continual improvement is amazing, but not feeling bad about yourself because you weren't there in the first place. I guess that's going to be my motto for this year. Jacqueline, great to see you, my love. Hope all is fabulous with you. Can I do a J skincare product review? I have some. I have ordered quite a lot of Japanese skincare, and I'm going to do a whole Japanese skincare video. So watch this space. Very, very excited. Rahima says, hi, Robin, my skin family, joining from Thorn today, sending you lots and lots of love. Hope all is wonderful with you. So Shasta says, any affordable skincare around the eyes? If you can get it, the Mary & May glutathione is really hydrating. It will also help even out discoloration, but it's really hydrating. That's the cheapest, effective hydrating eye cream that I've ever come across. I love it. Suzanne, little man is down and back. What did I miss? We missed you. That's the main thing. We missed you, Suzanne. Hope he's sleeping sound. Hi Rob, if you ever use the one size anti-sweat stuff, I'm wondering if it might keep my sunscreen from sliding off the face. So I have done. It does work. Only thing I would say is, because of its formulation, if you're acne prone, don't use it, because it might actually trap a lot in the skin that might then make you more acne prone. So if you're acne prone, avoid it. Everyone else, it's a good way of kind of sealing everything in. I just use the VT powder. VT, which is the Korean skincare brand, do a powder. I just put that on top of my sunscreen, stops it sliding. Works so well. I was so used to be resilient, my skin being resilient, I went full hog with the Cesaretine. Yeah, I think we all get a bit cocky. We all think, oh, my skin can handle everything, and then we've all been there, and then suddenly we're brought back down to earth with a bump. I've done that many times. You are not on your own, my love. Let's see. So amlactin smells wretched. Thank goodness there are other ways to get similar results. I agree, my love. Suzanne says, Rob looks so comfy in that sweater. He's cosplaying as Shelf Chicken. We dress the same. Team Shelf Chicken. It's very itchy. It's not comfortable. It's very itchy. Felicia says, I'm thankful for the brands that aren't taking it out on the US consumers still. We still need our skincare, believe me. We're not happy about it. I have a lot of sympathy with the American skincare consumer. Trust me. And no, it is no hard feelings to the American, the American consumer. Absolutely not. And we'll all work through this together. I always think, you know, the power of positive thought. We'll all work this. We'll all work through any trying times together. And like I say, the madaboutskin line is tariff free. So if you did want to shop it, you won't be charged tariffs. You can shop with confidence knowing that what you pay at checkout is ultimately what you're charged and nothing more. Amy says, I had a few drops of my skin-friendly essential oils to my amlactin. It's worth the smell for the results. This is true. Angela says, I've been omitting certain ingredients since seeing the results. Sodium chloride, citric acid, definitely a no-go. Sometimes you do have to do a bit of an elimination diet when it comes to skincare. Work out what does work, what doesn't work. I'm all for that. Let's see. Robin says, any updates on the New Year's orders? Yes, so they have all gone out unless yours contains a hoodie. If your order contains a hoodie, they actually arrived this morning and they'll be going out Monday and Tuesday. So if your order included a hoodie, it'll go out early next week. If your order doesn't include a hoodie, it will have left the building already and you should be getting your shipment notification and tracking and all of that straight away. Let's see. Angela says, I need a madaboutskin hoodie with shelf chicken on it. Watch this space. I'm open to merch requests. Do I need to leave retinols and peptides to absorb for 10 minutes? No, you can slap them on. It's fine. I usually leave 30 seconds between all my serums. I think that's good practice, but you don't have to wait any more than that. AM's Rose says, as a New Jersey resident in the US, I feel compelled to apologise. You don't need to apologise to us. I appreciate the sentiment, but I also appreciate that there are many people in the US that didn't want a load of tariffs on their products, and I appreciate that, and I know that most of the UK also appreciate that. But the sentiment is very much appreciated, my love. Angela says, my Merlin would love some animals, madaboutskin harnesses. We might do animal merch. That would be good. I would love that. My dog Long could be the model. Danny says, how about the Lidl? I just saw the retinol and the cleansing balm. Haven't tried them, but tomorrow I will get them. What I do like a lot is the 2% BHA toner. I do. My problem with Lidl is I find something, fall in love with it, and then they either discontinue it or it's sold out. That is my only gripe with Lidl. Only gripe. I had my teen smell it today. She said it smelled like a sulfur pit with dead animals. She's expressive. She's also not wrong. It's also not wrong. I can imagine certain products that do smell like that, so I see it. I'm so happy to have found your channel. There are very few on the internet that I can trust. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good money to be made from ads at the moment, so I expect to see a lot of content creators with their ads videos. You know, no shade. People want to make the money that way they can. Just always remember, I'm happy to turn down that cruise for the integrity. It took a lot though. It's a very nice cruise I had my eye on, but anyway. B says, thank you, Rob. I use my madaboutskin lip balm everywhere, including my cuticles, the hangnails. They grow like weeds. They do. I also have the same issue, and I use it. Works so well. Shella says, oh, mine must have shipped separately. Let me just double check that. I believe they might have done because they sent the product out first. Let me just see that. Let me just double check for you. I'm multitasking as Ella has decided to take the weekend off. Much deserved, but very inconvenient. Yeah, your hoodie is coming separately. They ship the product. The hoodie is going to be released this Monday. So yeah, so it'll come with you. The only reason is they couldn't fit it all in one box, so it would have had to go separate anyway. That was the reason they did it. According to the note, anyway. So yes, it's on its way. Products are on the way. The hoodie will come Monday. So B says, how can I have one of your hoodies that look so soft on you? I want one. Thank you so much. They exclusive to the live streams that we do. We will be doing another live stream to coincide with the launch of the hyperpigmentation serum in a couple of weeks' time. There will be an opportunity there. Ames says, wonder if there are any plans for the madaboutskin toner. I am not the biggest fan of toners. I know that's controversial. I'm not the biggest fan. So I'm finding it really difficult to put my heart and soul into creating one. I want to create something that's different, not just a standard toner. And so I am trying very hard. Watch this space is all I can say. There will be one. There will be one, I promise you. Just it's a work in progress. So Danny says, by the way, I'm training on automation platform. Once I'm certified, I might be able to help in case you need some administration operational processes. Danny, I would love that. You would be more than welcome to help. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. And good luck with the training on it. I way above my pay grade. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. So all power to you. And yes, that is so kind, my love. Love you. Felicia said, I'm so excited for the tube with the antioxidant. Definitely, yeah. We hear people they prefer the tube. We are happy to deliver. We are happy to deliver. Christopher says yes. A Mad About toner would be amazing. Watch the space. Rahima says, can you do a review of the new release Vitamin C by Dr. Vinita Rattan? I haven't tried much from her skincare line, but I will do. I will happily do. I love their zinc sunscreen. I actually do really. It's the only zinc sunscreen I actually like. Judine says, so happy I get to watch your live stream and not a replay today. We love you, hon. Thank you. I'm so glad you could join, my love. Full Fleecy says, yes to a hydrating toner. That's fine. Suzanne says, I accidentally inhaled when I sprayed the SPF spray bottle and thought it was the end. I made that mistake. It is literally, you do think it's at the end. Surefire way to ruin your holiday. Cindy said, does anyone know what the percentage of tone is in the face theory one? I will double check. I did know, but I don't know off the top of my head. See. Angela says, I love the micellar water, the Superdrug Me Plus micellar. It does. It's a really, that whole line is pretty good. Superdrug's own brand skincare is actually formulated by a really good lab that really expensive to work with as well. They are a really good lab, so I would totally recommend it. Cindy says, will I be making a tone serum? It's in the works. Not this year, it will be next year, but it is in the works for sure, yes. Borneo, great to see you, my love. Says, hi, Rob, Tom, and everyone. Happy Sunday. Very late, but I'm watching our replay. We love you. Thank you so much. Tom says, no. Tom, Canadian products will still continue to ship from the UK. Until we have a Canadian distributor. That might be in the works. Watch this space. But Tom, I can give you my word that Canadian orders will continue to ship from the UK. They may soon be able to come from Canada, but that's a work in progress. But yes, only US, because of all the rules and regulations, the tariffs and stuff, only US orders will be shipping from the US distributor. Everything else will continue to come from the UK until further notice. JH says, Rob, what's your go-to vitamin C? I love the Eyes of Skin one, and I really love the Remedy one. Both amazing. Different price points, so shop with the one that matches your budget. Both absolutely amazing. Can you let us know how to address under-eye concerns such as lines and sagging? I intensively use the madaboutskin peptide serum in my eye area, hoping that it works. So peptides are a really good under-eye treatment in general. Would fully recommend them. But I would say just make sure that you're also using an occlusive to seal things off. You could use the Madaboutskin Rescue Balm. That would be a good option. But you could also use a collagen balm or something like that. I think just using your peptides, but then sealing it in, that is kind of like the recipe for success. I use the Madaboutskin Balm, but you could use collagen balm too. That would also work really well. And just the saltwater vanilla sounds so lovely. I cannot wait. So, let's see. Rob has learned by now just to skip over all of it. He doesn't need to read it. His instinct says, nope, not going to read that. If there's something that's going to get me cancelled on YouTube, I skip past it. Or more demonetised is probably the bigger risk. Just skip past it. I do read it though. It still gives me a chuckle. Amy. I just love that you guys chat amongst yourselves in the comments. That is what I love most about these live streams, because it's a community. We could all get in together, talk together, share together. We're one big community, so I absolutely love that. Nahuin Definer, hope I pronounced that right, says, Rob, can you tell us what product was on the bottle you used to spray the numbers in toner? Yes. Where is it? Oh, I don't know where it is. It's the Tower 28 Hypochlorous spray. Tower 28 Hypochlorous spray. It's the best mist I've ever found on a bottle. I quite liked the Hypochlorous spray, to be fair. It was quite good. But I actually just bought it for the mist. So good. Emma says, hi Rob, where in the routine do I use retinol? Always at the end, after your serums, before your moisturiser. That will give you the very best results, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Let's see, 75 likes, 75 watching. Great showing appreciation for Rob. Thank you. I don't know how many likes we're up to now. I can't actually check. But if you haven't already, if you could, I'm going to take a sip of tea. One sec. If you haven't already, we've still got some time left of the live stream, like 10-15 minutes for me to finish all these comments. But if you haven't already, if you can minimise the chat, hop over to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and then when you come back, it takes you back to where you were so you don't miss out on anything. Vanessa, great to see you. What shenanigans did I miss? Oh, shenanigans are plenty, Vanessa. But we are here on, we will be there on replay, so you haven't missed anything, I promise. How are you, my love? Hope everything is fabulous with you. The longer the chat goes, the more it delves into, yeah, it's just banter. It's friendly family banter. That's what I'm calling it. Ricky says, oh my god, now I've got a crown. I still don't know what these crowns are, but I'm glad that everyone's happy to get one. I don't know what they do. I don't know what the purposes of them are, but I'm glad that everyone's happy to have one. He's like, you bought me so much we had to ship separately. That's literally the reason. We had to do that with a couple of people, and I'm very, very grateful for them. Very, very grateful. Lisa said, do you think the DME moisturiser is better than the serum? I prefer the serum. I think the serum is better. If we're talking about Stratia, I think the serum is better. Let's see. Regine says, I assume all you peasants will bring me gifts now I have a crown. I think that's how it works. Let's see where we are. Angela says, I have my cat on my lap because he loves YouTube. He's normally watching gerbils running around, keeps me quiet forever. Anything you need to do to keep animals quiet is worth doing in my book. Bogdancia says 2 drops of castor oil and 3 of the madaboutskin ultimate anti-aging oil. That sounds like perfection. I love castor oil. Obviously I love my own anti-aging oil together. Sounds like perfection. That's a tip, Rob. You are very, very welcome. Karen said, cleansing cloths, Rob. When will they be back in stock? They should be coming from the manufacturers because we have them made bespoke for us. So it's not like I can buy a job lot. This is my one. So I use this to clean my screen because it's really good for taking lint off screens and stuff. Anyway, so this is my one. They are made bespoke for us and they're machine embroidered for us, so they do take a little bit longer. They should be coming back from the manufacturers this month, so they should be back in stock imminently, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. If anybody in the meantime did want to put in an order but didn't want to pay for shipping twice, if you put in an order, email our customer service team. They can put some of the cloths. They'll just send you some of the cloths. That's fine. If you place an order and you do want some cloths, just email the customer service team using the contact us section of the website and just say, can I have some cloths with my order? I placed an order. When they're in, can I have some cloths? We can send you a couple. That's absolutely fine. Angela says, Merlin seems to be very interested in Rob at the moment. Hello, Merlin the cat. My number 1 fan, thank you. Merlin deserves the crown. That's who I'm giving the crown to. Mixer Urea Seeker Repair Moisturiser. I need to try that. That sounds great. I will try that out, Danny. Thank you so much. Vanessa said I was late because I had to cuddle 2 beautiful cats. That is a very legitimate reason to be late. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Frisbee said, do you think I'm not surprised that she's Queen of the Universe. I love you guys so much. You've always caught up with the chat. Oh, I've caught up with the chat. I'm nearly there. I'm on time. I didn't think I'd make it today because I was very far behind. YouTube Music, love that name, says, what do you think of the Aldi skincare dupes? I love them. They're just always out of stock. They sell like that. They're always out of stock. Frustrating, but I kind of understand because they're really good. So that would be my thoughts on that. Let's have a look. Tanya, great to see you, my love, says, patiently waiting the hyperpigmentation product. Couple of weeks and it will be there, I promise you. Game of Crowns. Love you guys. I'm happily waiting for the New Year hoodie. They are here. I should have worn one today. They are here. They will be coming shipping on Monday. I need to go to the warehouse to actually help them ship them. That's my Monday job. What do I think of silver? I actually really like silver as an ingredient. Some people find it irritating. I personally love it. Great as an antimicrobial if you have acne-prone skin. It's a wonder ingredient. The silver lining moisturizer, you can see it down there by PSA Skin. My absolute favourite. Absolute favourite. Suzanne said the madaboutskin cloths should come in packs of 7, one for every day of the week. I actually said this to the branding team. We should probably do that. They seemed less than enthusiastic about having to redo the packaging. But I do think it's a good idea. I'm with you, Suzanne. I agree with you. I put my madaboutskin order on New Year's Day for the copper peptide in the UK. It's not been shipped yet. Do you know when it'll be shipped? It should have already... all New Year's Day orders have gone. So unless it contains a hoodie. If yours contains a hoodie, it will be going Monday. If you use the contact us section of the website and get in touch with the customer service team, they will look into it. And it's probably a case of it's already on its way. They just need to update the tracking for you. So just send a message to the contact us section of the website and they will be able to sort that out for you. How many serums are too many for the morning skincare routine? I mean, I think there comes a point where the skin probably isn't benefiting anymore. And that point is probably like 6 or 8. If you're in a rush, use fewer. If you have time to spare, you can use a few more. It depends person to person. I'm always late. Surprise. I'm always in a rush. So to me, I don't want to be using more than 4, 5 serums on a morning. Otherwise, I don't enjoy it. I'm just slapping it on and panicking, and I don't want to be doing that. So it depends on the person. So Shasta says, great idea, 7 cloths in a pack. I think this is when we need to... I think Suzanne needs the crown for that. I think that's true. Really enjoying the soft creamy texture of the madaboutskin cleanser during this cold weather. Thank you, Ames Rose. And yeah, for this weekend only, it is buy one get one free. So if you put 2 in your cart, you'll only pay for 1 at checkout. If you put 4 in your cart, you'll only pay for 2 at checkout, so on and so forth. This weekend only, it's buy one get one free. We're just clearing the final stock of this batch. The next batch is already there, ready to go. And I have finished just on time. I've got to the end of the comments. I can't believe that. Have I got a dog with me? Right there. Where's the dog? Let me just see. Let me just do a dog. I'll just go get the dog. Sorry, I thought you'd be out, my dog. Come on. Hello. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Yes. Oh, you do. Okay. As predicted, my dog Lorne was outside. What have you? Oh, what is that? Oh, what unmentionable have you got stuck in your fur? You are a good roast dog. You are a grot bag. Of course, he was waiting for me outside the room. Are you good? Hello. Hello, yes. Are you going to say hello to everybody? What my evening actually consists of now, I'm going to do a quick live stream over on TikTok. Starting up those. So I'm going to do a quick live stream over there for like 45 minutes. And then I am cuddling down with... Am I keeping you? With this one. And we're going to watch a murder mystery, aren't we? Me and you. Yeah. Say goodbye to everyone. Your breath could strip paint, dog. Oh, God. Right. And officially, the crown goes to you, Lon. Yay. Right. Anyway, Lon says goodnight. Thank you so much for spending your weekend with me and for being part of this Saturday live stream. As you can see, the dog is yawning. It means it's time for bed. So if you are experiencing a lot of snow and cold, stay safe, stay well, stay warm. For everyone else, I'm sending you so much love and just the biggest hug. Love you guys so much. Take care. Bye.